Now, from your weather authority, meteorologist Cody Bailey.
We are finally able to at least begin the melting process with temperatures going above freezing for a change here with all the snow and ice that we have from those two winter storms, the snow yesterday and, of course, last week Sunday night into Monday with the snow and freezing rain that caused all the damage, the power outages as well. Thankfully, a relatively quiet forecast. We do have a warming trend. It's going to be brief, though, so be sure to enjoy the next 24 to 36 hours because we're back in the deep freeze early next week. But we were above the melting point by 1 degree, and that's all it took to start to melt some of the snow and ice away. 33 the high, 29 the low, and that's also where we are right now in Evansville. So we will likely have to adjust that almanac as the evening goes on as temperatures continue to drop through the mid and eventually lower 20s. But Doppler radar is quiet right now, and really over the next week we have no real organized chance of precipitation. Maybe a few flurries for the early part of next week, maybe even a few flurries for part of the tri-state for tomorrow. I'll touch on that here in just a moment. But in terms of organized rain, looks like maybe this time next week. But here's a look at some of the reports that we have. Still waiting for the National Weather Service on the official final total for snow for the city of Evansville. But at the airport yesterday, they recorded 4.3 inches. So as of now, that's the official total for Evansville, but kind of around the tri-state, right in that zone of the forecast of 3 to 5 inches of snow. 5.5 inches was the report down in Central City. Lawrenceville, Illinois, just over 5 inches. Beaver Dam down to the south, 4.5 inches. And up in Dubois County, southwest Dubois County, 4.1 inches of snow reported in the town of Holland. But the blanket of snow is still visible, as you can kind of see down in Smothers Park as well. A beautiful looking night, but it's a cold one. Our Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction Tower camera looking towards the Twin Bridges. Of course, things have melted in a lot of places. I noticed at least out today, not only melting but also drying on the pavement. So in some cases you worry about refreezing. That's a possibility, especially some of those side roads later on tonight, but we still didn't get a whole lot of melting on our downtown Evansville camera or everything exterior roofing downtown tower camera on the top of the Fifth Third Bank building. Still some ice there on the lens, and that's the case across part of the tri-state. We'll get more melting tomorrow as we get into the mid to upper 30s, and then like I mentioned, back to the deep freeze, but still 29 right now, a light south wind at 5 miles per hour, and everyone either at or just below the freezing point, especially along and south of the river, but up towards the north, especially along US 50. It is considerably cooler, already down to 18 up in Knox County, Vincennes. Clay County, Florida, you're down to 21 degrees, and temperatures will continue that fall through the low 20s. Some upper teens up to the north, and our low temperatures tonight I think will occur shortly after midnight. Then we'll see some warming trends by a couple degrees. I think we'll top out back into the mid-20s by daybreak tomorrow morning. So low temperatures occurring over the next couple of hours, and relatively quiet across the tri-state. I'll step off. You can see there's our system offshore now that brought all the snow for our Friday. A little bit of snow shower activity to the northwest across parts of Minnesota to Wisconsin, Iowa, Illinois, northwest Missouri as well. And we're kind of in between batches of cloud cover right now. We also have to watch out for the possibility of fog developing, and much like earlier this week, temperatures well into the 20s. So if we do see fog, it would be in the form possibly of freezing fog. So that moisture from the fog could allow maybe a little bit of damp coating on the pavement, especially bridges and overpasses. That could allow for some areas of isolated slick spots, some patchy black ice to develop overnight tonight as well. But that kind of depends on how much cloud cover we see. If the winds kind of stir things up a little bit tonight, it should be relatively calm, and we should be mostly cloudy tonight as well. Can't rule out a few flurries, especially along and north of I-64 for tomorrow. Future Tracker shows that as well. Not giving much in the way of sun, at least down to the south and southeast of Evansville, but I do think we'll at least see at times a few peaks of sunshine. Overall, more clouds than sun, but warmer temperatures as we continue the melting process with highs in the mid to upper 30s. Could have some low 40s down to the southeast where you see more sunshine for tomorrow. And again, a few areas of flurries, nothing to be concerned about there late tomorrow evening and tomorrow night as well. We get a little bit more sunshine on Monday, but that cold front pushing through during the overnight hours Sunday into Monday. So Monday overall is going to be another cold day. Highs again only in the 20s. So one more warm day tomorrow. It's a short warm up, but we see those temperatures back well below normal really all next week. Future Checker also a little more aggressive than other guidance in bringing some snow showers. Others have flurries in the area, but that is a little more aggressive. So right now we're keeping the precipitation chances off the board for Tuesday. May have to adjust that this evening with the more data coming in later on tonight. So stay with us here for the rest of this evening as well. But again, temperatures tonight, lows upper teens to low 20s. Just after midnight, will rise into the mid, maybe even upper 20s through the nighttime hours. And then a mix of sun and clouds, at least more clouds to the north of Evansville, more sunshine down to the southeast where you could eclipse 40 degrees. So we'll get more melting underway tomorrow, and then we'll be back in the deep freeze starting with the first part of the work week as well. So cold alerts up for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll start to finish temperatures below freezing. And yes, unfortunately, we're back into the single digits for overnight lows Monday night, Tuesday morning, and again Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. But yet again, the roller coaster trend goes on the upswing as we're back into the mid 30s on Thursday. A low 40s a possibility by Friday, at least around 40 degrees. And then a little misleading is this warm up. Yes, we're above 40 degrees again on Saturday with precipitation chances. That would be all in the form of rain. So that is some good news as well. Looks right now the timing to be confined to Friday night, early Saturday morning. But then behind that system on Saturday, looks like that's going to usher in another round of colder air.